China. Some people can
Hello,
say
excited. USD Swiss franc gave us a beautiful pin bar off of a very strong resistance, created a double top, and I think it's time to go. For you guys who trade the Swiss franc pairs, you probably know that they move rather slow until they move, and then when they move, they're absolutely insane moves. You're not gonna get, you know, GJ moves or Great British Pound Australian dollar moves, but when they move, they do move, you know. So and it usually happens unexpectedly. It's like at the last minute. It's like it beats traders up with all the wicks, takes, you know, kills all the newbies, and then next thing you know, the pair begins to move, and you're like, man, I called the right trade. Why didn't I get in the market? So let's just take a look right here and see if we can break this baby down. There we go. TradingView was acting up a little bit. I have way too many tabs opened. I have a new supercomputer that I ordered from iBuyPower.com. This company out of California. My computer is actually going to be here in a couple of actually tomorrow. So I'm really excited. I've been using this super old computer over here, so I decided, you know what, spend some money, build a new computer. So I'm really excited about it. The reason why I'm sharing that with you guys is because my computer's moving super slow. All right, so let's take a look. So you guys can take a look. We had this major push to the upside, right? Market came down, gave us a nice little bottom. Market came back up, a beautiful double top. And what does this look like? You guessed it. It's looking like an M pattern that's forming, right? Now, we don't know that the market is going to come all the way down to 91.85. If it does, absolutely amazing. But I'm looking to take profit around this area right here. This is where I'm looking to take profit in the market. And we're going to break it down and just see what's going on, right? Let's take a look. But if you guys take a look, a double top on the monthly, it's a perfect double top. It's absolutely amazing. And usually the distance of the double top is usually what you're going to get 9 times out of 10, right? So if you guys take a look, we're not too far at all from that from that position right there. I have a very strong trend line right here, and if you guys take a look on a monthly, you can see that the market has been very stagnant from this area right here, the 1.0082 area. It's been just confined within this area all the way on down to this area right here, 91.74. And if you look at it, the overall picture, you'll see an even bigger double top that's been created, right? So you see the market came up here on top right here, and then the market came back to retest that top right here. The market tested the top over here one time, came all the way down, and then again the market came back to retest this top right here. So we have an even bigger double top if you're looking at the bigger picture, right? So if you guys take a look at this, and you know, these I'm a swing trader, right? So I like looking at stuff like this because that's my job is to be in a trade until it can't go anymore, right? So you know, that's my job, and that's what I absolutely love. So these are the setups that I absolutely love. So this is you know, possible, well, actually from where we are now. From where we are now all the way down is a absolutely amazing risk to reward ratio, right? I just like to show people this just so you'll see that, you know, swing trading is probably one of the better ways to trade the foreign exchange market. The reason why is because no one wins 100% of their trades, and if you get into the market and you're able to take these 10 to 1s, these 20 to 1s, 15 to 1s, 5 to 1s, you don't get them every single day, but those you usually make up, and they usually allow traders to massively build their accounts, you know, all while keeping up with risk management. You know, I don't risk no more than 3% of my account when I trade. As a matter of fact, for those who know, in the United States, brokers in the United States are limited to a leverage of 50 to 1. So whether I like it or not, I can't even use leverage. So I absolutely love that, and it keeps me honest, right? It's absolutely fantastic for me, because I know I can be very greedy sometimes, so it keeps me in line, and my risk to reward is always absolutely amazing. So we know that the market has been stuck, confined within these areas right here. You see I got that nice zone at the very top right here. Market finally tapped it again last month, and I believe that we're ready to go because we have this beautiful pin bar right here. If you guys take a look right here, this area right here, this is a 50% retracement of this pin bar right here, right? I just like to mark up my zones to take a look at what's going on and have an idea of what's going on. Beautiful upward bullish trend line right here. I'm looking for the market to break this trend line this month and for us to get a retest and for the market to continue on down, right? So let's break it down to the weekly. And as we get onto the weekly, you see it, right? So let's take a look over here. Let me just change this up right here so we have a beautiful, beautiful color to take a look at. We have a push and then an exhaustion, a pullback, another push, exhaustion, pullback, another push. This time, this push did not create a higher high, right? And then price came back down. So if you guys take a look, every single time, the initial push, the market actually created a high, low, higher high, higher low. And then the market came back to retest the same exact area without creating another higher high. That is your first indication that that uptrend is probably coming to an end now, right? That's first indication. My job is, I'm a detective. My job is to gather as much information as possible to put together my case, right? So we have that double top right there. I mean, it is perfect. I just wanted to put that line right there. Double top is absolutely almost perfect. You know what I mean? Absolutely amazing. So like I was saying, my job as a trader is I'm a detective first and foremost. My job is to gather as much information as much as possible to manage risk, because that's all I'm doing. All I'm doing is managing risk. And then after risk has been managed and my trade is at and my stop loss has moved up to break even, now I'm managing profit. But first things foremost is to manage risk. So if we take a look, this is that 50% retracement off of that monthly pin bar that we're looking at. Possible opportunity of the market to come back up to this area right here, but I highly doubt it. And as we break down to the lower time frames, we'll kind of take a look at it. But as you guys can see, we didn't have a higher high, right? We had the higher low here, and then the market created a double top, letting us know that, you know what, we're probably going to be changing. And then if you guys take a look over here as well, market broke structure, right? We had a high, low, we had a higher high, higher low, higher high. No, I'm sorry, the market came back to the area, and then the market broke the higher low, and then the market came back to retest that higher low, right? Small little M pattern built in itself right there, letting us know that, you know what, we're probably looking to break this area and head on down, right? If you guys take a look right here, this is where this started right here. If you guys take a look right here, boom, market came down, boom, and then market came down, right? So that lets me know that this area right here, there's structure in this area, right? So now look at what happened. Look at what happened with this once the market created that double top. Once the market created the double top over here, right, sort of, right? The market created a double top, or the market came back to retest the resistance at 1.0082. What happened? We had this violent push these last 3 weeks, couple of weeks, 2 weeks in a row. We had a violent push down to tap our trend line, and then what did market do? Market came back to retest structure. Market came back into structure, and we're looking to push this bad boy on down. Textbook. And if you guys take a look right here, this is the M pattern right here. You have boom, right? You have the middle, you have the top, and of course price has to come more than likely all the way down here, right? So we have M patterns inside of M patterns, right? This is a pattern that I like to trade. They're very, very simple. I love trading the third leg of the M pattern. It's absolutely amazing when it forms. I like them a lot. So if you guys take a look right here, market came up, market gave us a middle, market came back up again, right? And then we're looking for the market to shoot back down. So the market is going to give you that. The market is going to give you these patterns, and I love trading the third legs. And if you guys back test this, they work on higher time frames, lower time frames, all the way down to the H4. I've tested it. I usually don't test lower than H4s, me personally, but all the way down to the H4, it works. And I know that, and I can attest to that myself. So we are on a weekly. Let's bring it on down to the daily. So look at that. So remember that initial impulse leg, right? We had that crazy impulse leg. Market pulled back the structure, right? We have our 50% retracement of the monthly right here, right? Highly doubt that we'll actually touch this. If we do, that's fine, but I highly doubt it. That could just be a deeper pullback, right? If you guys take a look right here, let's draw fibs from the very high of this leg all the way down to the low of the leg, right? Coming back, our market pulled back up to the 38.2, right, of our fib, coinciding with structure. You know, we could possibly get a 50% retracement or even a 61.8% retracement. I highly doubt that though. But my job is not to be right. My job is to make money. So whatever happens, I'll just be there to capitalize off of it, right? So traders, safe new traders, what you want to do, you see the trend line. You want to wait for the market to break this trend line, guys. All my safe traders out there. You want to wait for the market to break the trend line. You want to wait for a clean retest on the lower time frames. You get a nice bearish engulfing or a pin bar on an H4, and you are riding this bad boy all the way down to 96.07 from 99.13. Okay, so 96.13 and 99.13. That's 300 pips right there, guys. Easy opportunity right here on USD Swiss franc. I'm really excited about this pair. I think that we are going to get absolutely amazing work over here. So I'm really excited about that. Let's break it on down to the 4 hour. So if you guys take a look right here, the market created what's called a flag pattern right here. If you guys take a look, flag patterns usually are valid when the market pulls back up to the 61.8 fib retracement. And take a look over here. Where did my mouse go? There we go. 61.8% retracement. We had one tap right here. We had another tap right here. We had another tap right here. We had another tap right here. And if you guys take a look, I have these channels going right here. So I'm looking for the market to break this channel to the downside. I'm going to catch a retest of that, and I'm going to be riding the market on down. So that's what I'm looking at right here. Very simple. All the way on down to the H4 to look at our possible entry right here on the H4. Right here, we have this nice trend channel, right? And you know, I could have jumped into the market when the market pulled back into structure right here and got into the market, but you never know what happens, right? The foreign exchange market is not 100%. Even though price is doing exactly what I'm expecting it to do, at the end of the day, I have to wait for my confluences, all of my data gathering to line up, right? I'm a detective, so when everything lines up, when all my blues clues are there, then I get into the market. So I'm not gonna get into the market right here because what could happen, right? The market could break this area. The market could break this area to go back to retest that 61.8 or that 50% retracement of that monthly before actually shooting back down. So the way that I protect myself from spikes or from the major banks doing something crazy and me getting caught up in it is that I just patiently wait. I am extremely rigid in my rules and I'm flexible in my analysis. I am 1,000% rigid in my rules and I'm 1,000% flexible with my analysis. So I patiently wait, and when the market does what I need it to do, then I get into the market and I capitalize off of it. All right, guys, that's all we have USD Swiss franc. I wish you all abundance in pips this week. Let's have an absolutely amazing week. Let's murder the markets. And let's take what we've earned by doing these analysis, taking time to work it out. Now we've earned the opportunity to get some major pips. Now let's get it. Happy trading week, everyone.